John Stossel changes gears. We talk about education, Common Core, and we put it to the test.
26 plus 17 by breaking apart numbers to make a 10. Use a number that adds with the 6 in 26 to make a 10. Since 6 plus 4 equals 10, use 4.
What? What would you grade America's schools? Who gives them an A? None of you.
Well, when we asked average American parents like you to come here and talk about schools, every mom and dad agreed on one thing. They are losing faith. Washington keeps promising better teachers and higher standards, but all we're getting, seemingly, is more and more spending and no progress. John Stossel joins us now. He says, same song and dance every year, nothing's happening. This has been going on for decades.
Well, except they tripled spending since President Carter created the Education Department, and no improvement. And I'm surprised at your group, because most American parents think, my kid's school is pretty good. But that's because they don't have a choice. They don't know what they might have had.
Sure, we've got the central system, right? Common Core has gone in and said this is how it must be dictated.
That's the new cure.
In the race to the top, this is the cure. But this doesn't really sound like a cure. Take a look.
What is 32 minus 12? 20, right? You just subtract. But not under the new Common Core method.
Why are they going through this backwards method here?
This man, who trained in nuclear engineering, couldn't understand.
I don't understand.
He wasn't alone.
This is how you arrive at the answer, my friend.
That's insane. That's so many steps.
Why does it need to be so complicated? Why are you adding things when you're trying to subtract?
We gave people questions for third graders. They got even more confused.
Add 26 plus 17 by breaking apart numbers to make a 10. Use a number that adds with the 6 in 26 to make a 10. Since 6 plus 4 equals 10, use 4.
What?
And we talk on this program and this channel a lot about Common Core because of that right there.
Right.
And some theorist has a reason to say this is the better way to learn math. But before this, we had No Child Left Behind from President Bush.
Right.
And before that, it was Goals 2000 from President Clinton. Every president does this.
Race to the top now, right?
It's going to fix everything. But what works everywhere is competition. And top-down government monopolies don't. But we're sticking with this one. We have little openings now of charter schools, but they're small.
But here's the thing, though. A lot of people, as you know, are funded by their education, by their property taxes. If the property taxes are low in run-down communities, then the teachers are going to get paid less, and maybe their resources aren't going to be there.
We're spending $12,000 per kid.
But I think the overall approach is those kids in poor communities should have the same standards and pressures and hopes as the other kids, right?
That's a reasonable argument, but don't say in poor communities we're not spending money, because we're spending about $300,000 per classroom. Where does the money go? Nobody knows.
In Newark, New Jersey, I think they spend north of $30,000 per kid, and very few kids actually graduate from high school. Now, there are some good things that are happening in education you're going to talk about in your special tonight, including the fact that a lot of kids are learning math on apps.
On apps. And you could also end up saving money, perhaps, too, you know, in terms of supplies, literal supplies. They could end up using the apps.
True. And instant feedback from the internet. The teacher can focus on kids who need help. We found schools where kids say, I like school. I like learning. And that's exciting to hear.
What are they doing at those schools that's different?
It's different at every single good school we checked out. Some have you wear an earpiece. They have a master teacher sits in the back of the room and coaches the teacher during her class from time to time. Some wear uniforms, some meet longer. You can't know. That's why attach the 12th out of the kid, let the kid go anywhere. The schools will compete. The best will rise to the top.
Well, that's the most important message there. Schools competing to really provide the best
The
for our
winners get
kids.
rich, the losers go out of business, and they get better.
And that's the argument for vouchers, so that parents can have a choice, but there are those in the
tax
political left
credits
who don't want that to happen.
Like the president.
Right.
Hey, when are we going to see your special?
Great topic.
When are we going to see your show?
It's tonight, 9 o'clock. Fox Business Network.
All right. Oftentimes repeated during the weekend.
On the weekend,
Fox
10
News
o'clock
Channel.
on Fox News.
Perfect timing, John. Thanks.